Good morning and welcome to our first webinar for Alto Bitesize. We're just waiting for some more attendees to join. Hope we're all well today. I'm joined by my colleague today, Emma.
Hello.
Good
Got
morning.
familiar faces in the chat there.
And how
Recognise.
are you today, Emma?
Yeah, I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm really good, thank you. So going to get this started. Obviously, looking at the weather, it's an absolutely amazing, beautiful day again.
I know it's a hard one, isn't it, to have a webinar when the sun is shining. So bright outside, but yeah, worth it. We'll make it worth
indeed.
it.
Okay, we're filling up very, very nicely. Lots of people attending. We'll just give it a minute or so just for everyone to be able to get in, and then we'll get started.
Absolutely.
Let's just double check we are recording. We are recording as well. Perfect.
If anyone's got any problems with seeing the screen as well, just pop a message in the chat or the Q&A, just so we know if there's any problems.
Okay. Bear with me. Let's get this off and going. Okay, so hi everyone, and welcome to this brand new series that we have of webinars starting from today. We are starting with our Optimising Your Sales and Lettings webinar. Hopefully you can all see my screen, you can all hear me. Okay, so my name is Madeline and I'm part of the Alto software training team, and I'm joined by my colleague Emma, who is part of our educational specialist team. And in this webinar, we're going to show you how to optimize your sales and lettings by transforming your applicant management. Please take some time to minimize any distractions. You won't need a pen and paper as we're going to send the recording out after the session. So please just relax and enjoy the presentation. We will be happy to answer any questions. We will be running a short Q&A at the end, and that will be sort of 5 minutes at the end, and we will try and answer as many questions as we can. Okay, so the agenda for today is we are going to be looking at the importance of effective applicant management for your business. We're going to have a look at a case study of how a business overcame applicant management challenges for positive results. And we're going to unlock business growth, enhance conversion rates, improving your customer experience and smarter data-driven decisions. And then we're going to show you throughout the webinar a guided journey on how to streamline your applicant process for growth.
Should we jump into a quick poll as well and just find out where everyone's from and what their job titles are? Just get a little bit more of a feel for who's actually on our call today.
Yeah,
that would be
get that
really
started now. So let's get the polls now launched.
So if everyone can just pop in, it's free type, so you can just put in as much as you want, really. Just a quick where you're joining from, what your job title is. It just helps us know exactly who's on the call, and then we can actually look at doing sort of more tailored content for our next webinars. So yeah, if you can fill that in, that would be fantastic.
Amazing. The answers are coming through. We'll just give it another 30 seconds or so.
There will be a couple of polls like this running throughout the webinar as well, so keep close to the keyboard. And for someone's just joined as well, so for whoever's just joined, we've just launched a poll. If you could just fill out the poll on screen just to tell us where you're from and what your job title is, that would be great.
Amazing. Right, we'll give it a few more seconds. Lots and lots of answers coming in. Perfect. Right, okay. Let's share the results. Okay, just a quick look at what the results are. Amazing. Okay, and the other thing that we just want to highlight is to make sure that you do stay to the end, because we do have something exciting to share with you right at the end of the webinar. So if you're a person that likes to jump off quick at the end, please do stay. Okay. Right, so let's move on. Okay, so just a quick overview of what you already had available on your training journey. So as you're aware, when you join Alto, you get all your e-learning from your learning hub, where you can do your sales and lettings, your property management, client accounting. Then we go into our advanced education on there. We will be launching soon a new learning on the go, which is video shorts through YouTube. So these are going to be short snippet videos for yourself, so you can quickly learn something on the go. So say, for example, you're on the way to an appointment, a viewing, you can quickly get that content. You've also got your Alto activation. So when you get your login, of course, now the brand new Bitesize, which has now launched from today, which now we also are now launching a welcome drop-in session every Wednesday. So if you're new to Alto, it's a 30-minute drop-in session for a maximum of 10 people, just to be able to ask any questions that you might have when you're starting your journey with Alto. You then get your Alto Q&As. Of course, we've got our Alto Insider, which runs once a month. And then we move on to our other training sessions, which are Light, Pro and Enterprise. Any drop-in sessions that you might have. We also offer your Alto health checks, so we can take a deep dive into your data. And then, of course, moving on, we've got bespoke training and advanced training options. Okay, so let's get going.
So why is it important to master your applicant management for your business growth and profitability? Madeline,
Really good,
tell us a
really
bit
good
more about
question.
that.
Yeah, really good question, Emma. Thank you. So it's important because obviously you will receive an enhanced customer satisfaction and retention. And to kind of build on that, if you've got efficient applicant management, you will manage to promptly match your clients with properties that meet their needs and preferences. And this is also going to lead to a higher satisfaction as your clients feel understood and well served, and it will make them more likely to become repeat customers and refer business to you. In turn, this will also create a cycle of growth fueled by a positive word of mouth and customer loyalty. You're going to have increased operational efficiency. So having this efficient applicant management will ensure prompt matching of your clients with properties that meet their needs and preferences, leading to a higher satisfaction level as they feel really understood and well served by you. Your satisfied clients are going to be more likely to become the repeat customers again and referred to your business, creating a cycle of growth which is going to be fueled by positive and word of mouth. And your agents are going to manage their schedules and workload much better, and which will allow them to focus on high priority tasks and clients, which improve overall productivity and service quality. You're going to have strategic insights and market adaptability. So with this effective applicant management, you're going to collect and analyze data on client preferences, market trends, and transaction outcomes, which will provide valuable insights that enable your agency to adjust their strategies and identify their growing demands. And your agency can tailor the marketing and acquisition demands and enhance that competitiveness and positioning for sustainable growth. Okay, so we're going to raise another poll. And this one is going to be to help us understand what your understanding is. So I'm just going to raise this now. Okay. So this is going to be what your understanding of Alto is currently. It should be coming up on your screen right now.
So yeah, just select from the 4 options. It's just to give us an idea really of where you're sitting at the moment. And then we can sort of gauge your level of use of Alto, and that can help guide us in the content that we give you as well. So if you feel really, really comfortable with it, obviously go for excellent. If you feel like you're right at the start, need a lot more training on it, not sure where to go, click poor. If you're somewhere in the middle, click somewhere in the middle.
Perfect. We'll give it another 30 seconds. It looks like we're getting quite a lot of people who've got a fair understanding. We do have some poors, and we've got some goods and some excellence. It's amazing to see. Okay, a few more seconds. It's looking good, isn't it, Emma? Looking good.
Oh, well, I can't see the results.
Oh, can you not?
No, I'm running blind on it, but
That's okay.
I think on the last poll when we shared it, it didn't come up for me. I don't know if it came up for anyone else. But yeah, couldn't see the results on there. But at least it's something we can take a look at afterwards and then
And it helps us to be able to filter the content we can for ongoing Alto Bitesize, so we can help you as much as we can. Okay, right, let's move on. Let me just share the results quickly.
Ah, there we go. Yes, that is definitely sharing now. Okay. Yeah, it's a real mix, isn't it? That's really good.
It is definitely a real mix. Okay, so
it's nice to see most people somewhere in the middle with at least a sort of a base use of Alto and know roughly what they're doing. But it's great because then we can do a bit more bespoke, tailored content on these sorts of calls.
Oh, bear with me. So now we're just going to show you a quick overview. So this is time for you just to sit back and have a watch of how to effectively add your applicants on Alto. So it goes through the step-by-step guide on doing it. So I'm going to share this now. So this is a few minutes long, and hopefully you should all be able to hear the sound.
Let's take a look at creating a new contact. Within Alto, click the Contacts tab. Then click on the little red icon showing a person. You can then start to add your new contact details. Select the specific information for each drop-down, including the type of contact, their intention, and lead source. If they are a company, you can fill the company details in this field. Add their personal details, beginning with their name, contact number, and email address. The salutation is how this contact will be addressed in letters and emails. You can choose to add a second person onto this record too. Then make sure to choose the delivery method agreed with your client on how they wish to be contacted. Find your contact's address by typing the postcode. You'll also see a solicitor section, which we'll look at while we're here, although you may fill this in at the point of offer. First, make sure to save the record as you edit each section, or the record will be lost. So let's have a look at referring a solicitor. In the solicitors field, you can enter your contact solicitor's details if they have them already, or encourage your contact to use one of our recommended panel of solicitors. Click Refer a Solicitor. The referral screen will then open for you to select what they need a conveyancer for. You can then add the property address that is being sold or bought. This will locate the property record from Alto. Or select Not Found a Property Yet if your contacts are still looking. Next, you can choose what the property is for and whether they will be using a mortgage. If yes, add in the lender name by searching for it if you know these details. Add any special requirements such as being a first-time buyer, and when you're finished, click Continue. You'll then see a list of conveyancer quotes from our recommended panel displayed alongside their Trustpilot reviews. Click View Details to see a clear breakdown of their fees. You can then click Choose Conveyancer to select which one you would like to refer. You can select multiple if your client would like to have a look at a few comparatively. Click Send Referral and confirm you have your client's consent. Click Send Referral again and then Complete to finish. Now you know how to refer a solicitor. Let's now finish setting up our contact record. Click the Contacts tab at the top. Next to Contact, you'll see Position. Here you can fill out exactly what position your client is in, adding details about their situation and finances. It's here that you will also come to do the anti-money laundering checks when an offer is put forward. You would simply click Start AML Check, and this will open up a new screen to fill out your client's details. You can add their date of birth, confirm you have their ID, and then confirm their details. You can then click Start Check. You can wait for the results here or click back to the dashboard. If you don't have an AML integration, you can opt to manually check their ID and add notes of any ID you have seen. It's also good practice to click Save after you've made any changes. Your next tab will be the Preference Center, where you can opt your clients in with GDPR. This is essential when marketing to ensure you're reaching your target audience. Next is your other addresses. This is used for anyone else on the record who also needs to receive copy letters or emails. You can see under the type the different additional addresses you can add. Next is bank details, where you would normally add details for clients you would be paying money to, such as landlords. Now you have entered the essential contact information, take a look at the side menu. You can view the timeline of events, which will show the date they were registered, viewings and offers, etc. You then have the Properties tab, which will list all properties associated with that contact. Your Documents section is where you can upload ID, or if a supplier, then their public liability certificate. Next would be your client's requirements for a property, and this is where you can really define what they're open to, which will help you target them better. The next tab is Transactions, which will record any financials associated with the contact. The final tab is Property File, where you can use the free integration for your applicants, tenants, landlords and vendors so that they have access anytime to see their viewings, offers, updates, etc. Take a look at the Help Centre for more information on this. To invite your contact to Property File, simply click Send Invite. Now your contact record is set up, you'll see there are a number of actions which can be done, from booking a viewing, making an offer, to adding file notes. From the contact record, you can also send any documents, including essential letters. Sticky notes can be added to a contact record to give you an immediate alert of anything urgent or to be notified of, and this will pop up whenever anyone opens the record. Referrals to our integrations can also be made through the contact record. And finally, you will also have pending tasks populating on the record which you can swiftly complete. For example, reviewing your contact record every 30 days. And there you have it. You can now add a contact record, refer a solicitor, complete your AML checks, and know where to action events or documents.
And there we go. So
I'm never prepared to hear my voice on video for a good
it's okay.
Let's move on to the next question then. So, Madeline, how would agents overcome applicant management challenges?
Okay, so here we have a quick sort of feedback from a customer, a client, and they said that their client was aiming to send out their quarterly newsletter to the applicant mailing list, but however, they were facing a real big challenge. The customer's not been properly registering their new applicants or archiving their obsolete applicants from their mailing list. So as a result, the list has grown too large and it became unmanageable to effectively contact all their recipients. So what does this show? That there was inefficient applicant registration and maintenance, overwhelming and unmanageable mailing lists, and there was a decreased communication effectiveness. So from this, they could actually implement a strategy across the business on registering applicants efficiently, as we saw in that video, to streamline the data. They could utilize the group contact feature in the software to keep data clean and better organized, and obviously still leverage the contact groups feature to ensure that relevant and timely communications are made. So another poll. We are going to run a quick poll just to kind of understand. Let me just bring that poll up. Oh, we don't want that one. Just
So
to understand.
Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, so I'm just launching it now. So Emma's just going to, and with me, I'm just going to come off of it.
So the next one's basically on your current understanding of your applicant management within Alto. So last one was on Alto as a whole. This one's just looking at your applicant management. So again, if you can do the same as we did last time, just rating from between poor and excellent as to where you feel you sit with that. It just helps us see then if that we've got a lot of people on poor, we can maybe do a little bit more focused content on that for you.
Okay, we'll just give it 30 more seconds.
And for the video we just watched, like Madeline said at the start, we're going to be sending this out to you afterwards. So you'll have this link with the video on it if you do want to watch through that, because obviously that was a lot of content at once for you to see. So if you do want to play it step by step whilst you're in Alto, then you can absolutely do that after the call. We'll send that out.
Perfect. Right. Okay. Let's have a quick look at these results. So we've got a good mix here. We've got some fair goods
Definitely looks like we could add some more content onto that though, just give a little bit more guidance, because there's so much you can do with it, isn't there?
Yeah,
And it's good to get everyone on excellent in the end.
that's what we aim for. Okay, so we're going to show you now is, let me just, this is a very short one. This is just showing you an overview on your groups and your applicant management.
Let's now take a look at managing applicants with groups. In Alto, click on the Contacts tab and then Groups. In here, there will be some groups already set up, which are shared groups. There will also be default groups. You also have the ability to create your own bespoke groups, which can help you to tailor your applicants to a specific field or create a target audience. To do this, click on the little plus symbol next to My Groups. A pop-up will appear where you can really start to filter down what you want to include in your bespoke group. Starting with the contact, which will include disposal, category, rating and more. The more filters you add, the more refined the group will be. But bear in mind, less contacts will be included in the group. The group you create will also need a name. For example, My Available Applicants. Here I could add applicants that I've registered that are still looking for a property, so I can target any new stock to them and bulk email them all. You would also want to ensure the applicants have consented for this contact to abide by GDPR before you can match them with properties. Next, we can filter down with more requirements. This may include their price range, property type, bedrooms, etc. Then we could filter it even further with the applicant, including if they're included in matches or already have pending offers. You could also filter by financials, so if you were looking for applicants to refer to mortgage brokers, you could select Not Asked to find all of those applicants who still need to be referred. Then you have dates, so you could create a group of applicants that have not had any viewings in the last 6 months, and then reach out to check if they're still looking and update what they're looking for. This will also allow bulk actions of deleting or archiving applicants. Once all the relevant options have been selected, you're able to review your results in your group which has now been created, and of course save the group too. From this group, you can bulk email every contact by selecting all, head to the Actions tab, and then choose to send property brochures, letters or emails. The best way to work through the group, contact by contact, is to pin the group by sliding the toggle to the right. Click Yes, and from here you can work through individual contact records, and if you move away to another tab, when you come back you'll find the previous record you were working on still open, so you don't lose track of where you were.
That, just to reinforce that group feature, was what Madeline was saying about in the last scenario question, where that can help you keep your data clean, better organised. It's such an important feature which is so overlooked, because if you don't know it's there, you might not always realise you can make your own groups. So definitely watch that video step by step. It tells you all the ways to do it. And it can really help just sort all your contacts, all your applicants out into an easy to view system, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and it's something that's definitely shown quite a lot in training sessions now as well, and our health checks as well, to help you be able to manage your data a lot more efficiently. Okay, so just trying to move on to the next slide. There we go. So we're just going to take a quick pause, just quickly. So if we're taking a quick pause, we just noticed that Alto, you may have noticed a couple of times we have mentioned Alto's new Conveyancer feature. I'm just going to launch a poll in a minute, and it's going to ask if you'd like to learn more about this. You've got an option to either receive more information via email or a request for a free demo. I'm not going to go into any further details today, even though there are 2 exciting releases coming next week, but there's something that you'll have in Alto already. So for those of you who aren't using it yet, we'd love to get you up and running. So let's get this poll up and running as well. Okay. So this is just the last poll. And it's just a quick one to see if you are looking for any more information in regards to the new Conveyancer feature. And we'll just do this quickly for 30 seconds or so. Amazing. I can see the results, obviously. Okay.
I think if anyone was in the waiting room, I think they might have seen that in the video there was a video on the Conveyancer feature, wasn't there?
Yes.
As we were waiting. So that's what movement is. It's linked to that. So yeah, find out more.
Okay, right. Let's end this poll. And we'll just share the results so we can see there's a lot of people that are interested. So this will all be passed on and someone will be in touch. Okay, so moving on.
So I think one of our last questions here. So why is it important to make smarter data-driven decisions for success?
Okay, so to making smarter driven decisions will help with an increased conversion rates for your sales and lettings business. So making these decisions will ensure that the information sent to your applicants is precisely what they're seeking and what they're looking for. And the target approach will significantly increase your conversion rates. So as potential buyers and renters are more likely to engage with the properties that are actually matching their specific needs and preferences. There's going to be an improved customer experience and satisfaction. So this leveraging the data to personalize the communication makes your customers feel listened to and actually valued, and it improves their overall experience and satisfaction. And the personalized relevant information also fosters that long-term client relationship, which is really key, and higher satisfaction rates. And then your enhanced efficiency and business performance with Alto. So utilizing this data-driven insight allows for more efficient use of Alto and optimizing your operations and streamlining processes. And it keeps your database current and relevant and reduces that administrative burden and directly impacts business performance, which drives your growth and profitability. So say, for example, you've got applicants and vendors receive through registration and solicitor referrals, ensuring that they get approved solicitors held to strict SLAs. And then the solicitors can update the milestones and automatically and promptly and respond to your agent's messages within 4 hours. If you're looking at it financially, on a 300k property sale with a 1% commission, £3,000, additional earnings of up to £800 per sale from referrals can increase that total earnings. Okay. So we're now coming to the end of the webinar, and just a quick overview of what training options that we have and support. You've got your Alto Essentials, which you get to know all the insides and outs of the core training packages. You've got Alto Support, so you've got the support team that can support you, and the Alto Help Centre, which you can actually find within your Alto database. If you're looking for something a little bit extra, then you can check out our custom training options. You can have system health checks, there's advanced training and bespoke training. Okay, so we've got a little time for some Q&A. I can see we have one question come in so far. Let me just open it up. Are we going to be shown how to mass delete applicants? Also, we're going to be shown how to utilize the match element. Yes, this is something that you can be shown. Obviously, you can book in some training sessions for this, but there's also, it shows within the guide, you can actually, when you do the mass applicants, you can go into your group settings, into one of the back end parts, and it actually says delete bulk applicants as well. Happy to connect with you after this in regards to it and see if we can set something up. Okay. We don't seem to have any other questions at the moment. So if you do have any further questions, please just reach out. You can reach out to altotraining@houseful.co.uk and somebody can respond to your question and assist you with this. So as we said, we wanted you to stay to the end. Okay, for something that we have. As you can imagine, this is a brand new webinar series that we have started, and we just wanted to kind of receive feedback, because the feedback helps us to understand if we've done well, if there's something we need improving, if there's something else that you want to see within our content. So if you've got your phones, please, please, please scan the QR code, which will take you through to a feedback form. You'll have the option to pick between the webinars, because obviously we do have our insiders once a month. So if you pick bite size, and what's going to happen is if you leave the feedback, you are actually going to be entered into a monthly prize draw to win a free on-site training day for your team, worth a whopping £996. Emma, how amazing is that?
Yeah, I think it's so important as well that if, say, you're someone who's on this call and you know that your manager would like that, you'd get massive brownie points for winning that for the team. So yeah, just for a simple scan and just to leave some really, really quick feedback. It will help you as well, because if we can work out exactly what content is needed, then obviously we can enhance these webinars every single time we do, then we can get more and more bespoke content for what you're actually looking for. But yeah, that prize is worth a fortune. And it can really make a difference as well, because all these little questions and all these little niggles of can I do this and can I do this, that can all be solved in that training day. So yeah, really, really worth doing for a quick moment of feedback.
So as you can imagine, we are running these bi-weekly, so every fortnight. So we've got this one, but we've just launched today. We've got our next one coming up in a fortnight's time of communicating with impact. And then we also have one on the 30th of August. So make sure you sign up for upcoming other webinars, because like I said, it's a monthly draw. So each one that you are joining, obviously your name will go into this draw, and you have that chance to win that day's on-site training. So
but thank you so much for joining, everyone. Really hope you found the content that we've provided helpful. And like we said, any questions, do reach out to us. And yeah, please make sure you join for the next ones. But have a great day, everyone. We'll stay on another minute or so in case anyone's got any questions. And yeah, thank you very much.
thank you. We hope you have a great weekend. But like Emma said, we're here for another minute or so for you.
Just make sure, yeah, we'll leave up that screen in case anyone's quickly trying to scan that
On their
QR.
phone.
Mine sometimes, whenever I'm trying to scan a QR code, I have to quickly try and tap it, and then it goes, I'm tapping it. So yeah, hopefully you will get sent out this doc anyway. So at least you'll be able to do it in your own time if you don't manage to make it work at the moment.
We've had something come through actually. There's no name, but not a question, but a thank you. So amazing. No. Thank you. Thank you for joining.
We have had another question. For the referred solicitors feature, is it local solicitors or nationwide? I think it's an amazing new feature, but would prefer to use local solicitors.
This is something that if you request the demo, they will go through all that information with you to how these conveyancer panels work. Obviously, we don't know in depth of the information, but that you'll be referred to the correct team.
Yeah, it's mixed at the moment. So with the solicitors that are on there at the moment, they're all vetted, and they've basically all upfront agreed that they're going to commit to certain timescales and certain deliverables, so that the process is super, super efficient. So there are some local conveyancers, but that's actually in the next rollout. What they're working on at the moment is trying to get that more enhanced, that your local solicitors will be the ones that come up and are suggested. So at the moment you might find a mix, probably more so that they're going to be solicitors that are maybe more online based or more further away, but it's definitely coming, and there are definitely a few there as well. So it's something to keep note of.
We've also got, we'll just do this one last question from Anam. Oh, you're welcome, Gabby. How would we use the match feature? I've set up a test profile, but our properties are not being matched. Thank you. So I think we'd have to have a look at this, because obviously it sounds like you are if you're setting up a test profile for a contact, or if you set up a test profile for a property. When you're setting up your applicants, if you're filling in the correct information, you're following the requirements and putting on all those, it's what we say is more is better. So as much information as you can put in that contact field, the better the matches are going to be as well to the properties that you're uploading onto your database. But please reach out, Anam, as well, to like the email address that I said, and maybe we can arrange the training session or something to be able to assist you further.
It's also worth noting as well that if you are creating those matches, that when you're filling out the details of what that contact is looking for, it is better, the more information you can put in, the better matches you're going to get for that contact, but also the less properties will match to it because you've refined it right down. So it might be the case that if you have refined it a lot, which is really good, there just might not be any matching properties on your system which fit in with what you've done. So if you try less details, it might actually match more with your properties, but it's weighing up if you want more matches or whether you want those exact matches for your contacts.
Exactly
And
that.
you'll be sent the recording of this, so you'll have everything to hand.
Right, amazing. So let's end this for today. So we look forward to seeing anyone that's registered on the 16th. You will receive information onto how you can register following this webinar. But we hope, like I said again, we hope you have an amazing weekend, and we look forward to seeing you in 2 weeks' time.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Later, everyone.
Bye.